Welcome, dear listener, to The Drowsy Scientist, where the wonders of the universe unfold like petals in the quiet of your mind, guiding you gently towards sleep. Tonight, you rest in the stillness of your room, your breath a soft tide, rising and falling. The world feels heavy, solid, unyielding, but beneath it all, in a realm too small to see, something extraordinary stirs. You are about to journey into the heart of quantum tunneling, where particles slip through walls, where the rules of reality bend like a whisper in the dark. Close your eyes. Let your body soften into the bed, each muscle unwinding, each thought drifting like a leaf on a stream. Imagine yourself shrinking, smaller and smaller, until the world you know dissolves. You are no longer bound by walls or doors. You are in the realm of the very small, where atoms hum and particles dance. Here, nothing is quite as it seems. A particle, a tiny speck of existence, smaller than a grain of dust, moves with a restless energy. You watch it, curious, as it approaches a barrier, a wall that seems impossibly solid, like a mountain rising before a traveler. In your everyday world, walls are final. You cannot walk through stone or push through steel. But here, in this quantum world, the rules are different. The particle does not stop, it does not turn back. Instead, it hesitates, as if listening to a secret only it can hear, and then, impossibly, it is on the other side. You blink, or you would, if you had eyes in this dreamlike place. How did it pass through? There was no door, no crack, no path, yet the particle is there, continuing its journey, as if the wall were nothing more than a shadow. This is quantum tunneling, a phenomenon that feels like magic, but is as real as the air you breathe. To understand it, imagine you are standing before a hill, too steep to climb. In your world, you would need to muster strength, to push upward with effort. But in the quantum world, the particle is like a breeze. It does not need to climb. It simply is here one moment, there the next. Scientists describe this with waves of probability. But you can think of it as a kind of dreaming. The particle dreams of being on the other side. And sometimes, the universe listens. Your breath slows now. Each inhale a quiet wave. Each exhale a release. You linger in this strange world, watching the particle. It is an electron, perhaps, or a proton, a tiny piece of the universe's puzzle. These particles are the building blocks of everything: your body, the stars, the bed beneath you. And yet, they do not obey the rules, you know. They tunnel through barriers, slipping past obstacles as if the world were made of mist. This ability shapes the cosmos, from the fusion in stars to the chemistry of life. But tonight, it is enough to simply marvel at the mystery. Picture a quiet village, nestled in a valley. A river runs through it, clear and steady. On one bank, a child stands, tossing pebbles toward the other side. The river is wide, the current strong. Most pebbles fall short, sinking into the water. But every so often, one pebble seems to glide, landing impossibly on the far bank. You smile, wondering how it made the journey. Quantum tunneling is like that pebble. It does not always succeed. Most particles bounce back, trapped by the barrier. But sometimes, with a flicker of chance, they cross. You sink deeper into your bed, your thoughts softening. The science of tunneling is rooted in energy and uncertainty. In the quantum world, nothing is perfectly still. Every particle vibrates with a subtle energy, like a note held in the air. This energy gives it possibilities, paths it might take. The barrier, the wall, is not absolute. It is a challenge, but not a prison. The particle's energy, combined with the strange rules of quantum mechanics, allows it to burrow a way through, appearing on the other side without ever breaking the wall. You might wonder why this matters. Why should a particle's quiet rebellion against a barrier feels so profound. It is because this rebellion is everywhere. Tunneling powers the sun, where particles fuse to create light and heat. It hums in the molecules of your body, driving reactions that keep you alive. It even shapes the technology you touch, from the circuits in your phone to the scans that peer inside your bones. The universe, in its smallest corners, is a place of possibility, and you are part of it. Your mind drifts now, carried by the rhythm of your breath. You imagine yourself as that particle, small and restless, standing before a wall. You do not fear it. You do not fight it. You simply let yourself be, trusting that the universe holds paths you cannot yet see. This is the gift of quantum tunneling, a reminder that even the impossible can soften, that barriers are not always what they seem. You feel a quiet wonder, a sense that the world is more flexible, more generous than you ever knew. As you rest in this thought, you notice something new. The particle is not alone. Others move with it, each one flickering, each one dancing. They are not bound by the walls, but by something deeper, something that feels like a rhythm, a pulse. You want to follow them, to understand their strange choreography. What guides their steps? What makes them choose one path over another? These questions linger, soft and unhurried, as your mind begins to drift toward the next chapter of this journey. Your breath is a soft rhythm now, a gentle wave that carries you deeper into the quiet of the night. You are weightless, floating in a world too small to see. Where the ordinary rules of reality dissolve like mist, the memory of the particle slipping through a wall lingers in your mind, a whisper of the impossible, made real. But there is more to this mystery, a rhythm that pulses beneath it all. Tonight, you step into the dance of the unseen, where quantum tunneling becomes a waltz of probability, a choreography that shapes the universe. Imagine a meadow at dusk, the air alive with fireflies. Each tiny light flickers, now here, now there, moving in patterns you cannot predict. You stand in the stillness, watching their glow, feeling their quiet energy. This is how particles move in the quantum world, not as solid things, but as flickers of possibility, like fireflies in an endless night. You are drawn to one, a single speck of existence, perhaps an electron, its energy humming softly. It approaches a barrier, a wall that seems to block its path, yet it does not pause or falter. It dances. Your body sinks deeper into the bed, each muscle softening, each thought slowing to match the rhythm of your breath. You picture this particle not as a dot, but as a wave, rippling outward like water disturbed by a pebble. In the quantum world, particles are both dot and wave, solid and fluid. This wave spreads, touching the barrier, feeling its edges. Some of the wave bounces back, but a faint ripple, delicate as a sigh, slips through to the other side. This is the heart of quantum tunneling, not a forceful push, but a gentle drift, a possibility that becomes real. You let this image settle, your mind as calm as a lake under moonlight. The science of tunneling rests on probability, a concept that feels like a song the universe sings to itself. Particles do not choose their paths with certainty. Instead, they explore every possibility at once, their wave spreading across all that could be. When a particle tunnels, it is as if the universe rolls a cosmic die, and sometimes, against all odds, the particle lands on the other side of the wall. You smile faintly, imagining the universe as a dancer, twirling through chants. Picture yourself now, standing in a grand ballroom, its floor polished and vast. The air is warm, filled with the soft hum of music you cannot quite hear. Around you, particles dance, each one a partner in an invisible waltz. They spin and glide, their steps guided not by rules, but by likelihoods. Some particles stay close, circling in familiar patterns. Others, bold or lucky, drift toward barriers, their waves stretching thin. You watch one particle, its light faint but persistent. As it nears a wall, the music slows, and for a moment, you think it will turn back, but then, with a grace that takes your breath, it is through, dancing on the other side. Your eyelids grow heavy, your thoughts softening like clouds at sunset. This dance is everywhere, in every atom, in every star. The probability that allows tunneling is what lets the sun burn, its particles fusing in a slow, radiant embrace. It is what sparks the chemistry of life, molecules shifting in your cells as you breathe. Even now, as you rest, tunneling hums in the world around you, a quiet choreography that binds the cosmos together. You feel a gentle awe, a sense that you are part of this dance, your own atoms swaying to the same unseen rhythm. To understand this better, imagine a garden path, lined with stepping stones. You walk it in the twilight, your steps sure, but unhurried. At the end of the path stands a gate, locked and tall. In the world you know, you would stop, searching for a key. But in the quantum world, you are a wave, your presence spreading like light through a prism. Part of you stays before the gate, but a faint echo of you slips through, as if the gate were only half real. This is how particles tunnel, not by breaking the gate, but by existing in a world where gates are not absolute. Your breath is slow now, each inhale a quiet tide, each exhale a release. The dance of probability is not random chaos, but a kind of freedom. Particles do not know where they will go, yet they move with purpose, guided by the laws of quantum mechanics. These laws are not cold equations, but a poetry written in the language of chance. You rest in this thought, feeling the universe as a place of endless possibility, where even the smallest things can find a way through. As you drift closer to sleep, you notice the ballroom again. The particles are still dancing, their lights weaving patterns in the dark. But now, you see something new, a shimmer, a hint of countless paths unfolding. Each particle, each wave, seems to carry a story, a choice not yet made. You wonder what it means to live in a world where every moment holds 1,000 shadows of what could be. The question lingers, soft and unhurried, as your mind turns toward the possibilities that wait beyond the dance. Your breath is a whisper now, a soft current that carries you deeper into the stillness of the night. The world around you fades, and you find yourself adrift in the quiet expanse of the quantum realm. The dance of particles, their flickering waltz through barriers, lingers in your mind like a half-remembered dream. But there is a deeper mystery here, a truth that shimmers just out of reach. Tonight, you wander through the shadows of possibility, where quantum tunneling reveals a universe, not of certainties, but of countless paths unfolding, each one a ripple in the fabric of reality. Close your eyes, if they are not already closed, and let your body melt into the bed, each limb softening, each thought slowing to a gentle drift. Picture a pond at twilight, its surface smooth as glass, reflecting the fading light of the sky. You stand at its edge, holding a single pebble in your hand. You drop it, and the water ripples outward, circles, overlapping, spreading in every direction. This is how a particle moves in the quantum world, not along a single path, but as a wave of possibilities, each ripple a shadow of what might be. You watch, mesmerized, as the ripples touch the far shore, some stronger, some faint, all part of the same motion. This is the essence of quantum tunneling, a phenomenon rooted in a strange and beautiful truth. Particles do not choose one path. They exist in a state called superposition, a word that sounds complex but feels like a lullaby. Superposition means a particle is everywhere it could be, all at once, until the universe decides. You imagine the particle as a traveler standing at a crossroads, not picking one road, but walking them all in a ghostly parade. When it tunnels through a barrier, it is as if one of those shadow paths, faint and unlikely, becomes real. Your breath slows, each inhale a quiet tide, each exhale a release. You linger by the pond, watching the ripples fade. The science of superposition is not about confusion, but about freedom. In the world you know, a ball rolls down a hill, its path clear and certain. But in the quantum world, a particle is like a melody, its notes spreading through the air, touching every corner of the song. When it approaches a barrier, a wall, it should not cross its wave of possibilities. Stretches. Most of the wave may bounce back, but a tiny piece, a whisper of chance, slips through. This is why tunneling feels like magic. It is the universe, allowing the improbable to happen. Imagine now a forest at dusk. Its trees tall and silent, their branches swaying in a breeze you cannot feel. You walk a path that splits, then splits again, each fork leading to a different clearing. In your everyday life, you would choose one path, leaving the others behind, but in the quantum forest, you are a wave. Your presence flowing down every trail at once. You are in every clearing. Your footsteps soft, your shadow faint. When a particle tunnels, it is as if one of those paths, the least likely, lights up, guiding it through a barrier that seemed impassable. You smile, your mind easing, as you realize the universe is a place of endless exploration. Your thoughts grow softer, like clouds drifting across a moonlit sky. This idea of superposition is not just a quirk of particles, it is a cornerstone of the cosmos. It allows tunneling to power the stars, where particles fuse in a delicate balance of chance. It shapes the chemistry of life, where molecules shift in your body, each reaction a quiet miracle of probability. Even the technology you touch, from the glow of a screen to the hum of a computer, relies on tunneling's shadowy paths. You feel a gentle connection, a sense that your own existence is woven into this tapestry of possibilities. To make this clearer, picture a child drawing with crayons, her hand hovering over a box of colors. She does not choose one crayon, she imagines them all. Her picture a blend of every hue. In the quantum world, particles are like that child, holding every possibility until the moment they are observed. When a particle tunnels, it is as if the universe picks a color, one that seemed too faint to matter, and paints a new stroke on the canvas of reality. You rest in this image, your breath steady, your mind calm, marveling at a world where nothing is fixed until it must be. The forest returns to your mind, its paths winding through the twilight. You walk them all, your presence, a soft hum, your shadow touching every leaf. But you begin to wonder about the barriers themselves. What are these walls that particles defy? Are they as solid as they seem? Or are they, too, made of shadows? The question feels like a breeze, stirring the air, inviting you to step closer. You want to know more about these barriers, to understand their secrets. Your body is heavy now, your thoughts drifting towards sleep, but the curiosity remains gentle and unhurried. As you sink deeper into the quiet, you see the pond again, its ripples fading into the dark. The particles wave, its countless shadows, feels like a story still unfolding. You wonder what it means to live in a world where every choice holds 1,000 echoes, where reality is shaped by the paths not taken. The thought lingers, soft as a whisper, as your mind turns toward the barriers that stand in the way, and the secrets they might hold. Your breath is a gentle tide, rising and falling in the quiet of the night. The quantum world holds you now, a realm where particles dance through walls and possibilities ripple like shadows on water. You have seen them move, not choosing paths but exploring them all. Their waves of chance slipping through barriers that seem absolute. Yet the question lingers, soft and persistent. How do these tiny travelers cross what should be uncrossable. Tonight, you stand before the barrier itself, seeking its secret, learning how particles borrow from the universe to whisper their way through. Let your body sink deeper into the bed, each muscle unwinding, each thought softening like mist over a meadow. Imagine a village at dawn, its streets quiet, its houses warmed by the first light. A child stands before a high stone wall, too tall to climb, too thick to break. She presses her hand against it, feeling its cool, unyielding surface. But then, impossibly, she feels a breeze, as if the wall were not solid but porous, letting something through. This is the barrier in the quantum world, not a fortress, but a challenge, one that particles meet with a quiet trick of nature. You picture a particle now, a faint spark of energy, perhaps an electron, humming with life. It approaches a barrier, a wall of energy, that should stop it cold. In the world, you know, a runner without enough strength cannot leap a hurdle. But in the quantum realm, the rules are kinder, more flexible. The particle does not need to have all the energy to cross. Instead, it borrows what it needs. Like a traveler taking a lantern from the universe to light a single step, this is the secret of quantum tunneling. A fleeting loan, repaid in an instant, that lets the particle slip through. Your breath slows. Each inhale a soft wave, each exhale a release. This borrowing is rooted in a principle called the Heisenberg uncertainty principle, a name that sounds heavy but feels like a poem. It tells you that in the quantum world, nothing is perfectly known. Energy and time blur, like colors bleeding into one another at the edge of a painting. For a brief moment, the particle can borrow energy it does not have, using it to cross the barrier before the universe notices. You imagine it as a child sneaking through a gate, quick and silent, leaving no trace. To make this clearer, picture a lake at twilight. Is your face still? Reflecting the stars. You stand on one shore, longing to reach the other, but you have no boat, no bridge. In the world you know, you would stay where you are. But in the quantum world, you are a wave, your presence stretching across the water. For a fleeting moment, you borrow the strength of the wind, letting it carry you to the far shore before it fades. This is how particles tunnel, not by breaking the rules, but by bending them, using the universe's own generosity. Your mind drifts, calm and unhurried, as you linger by the lake. This borrowing is not reckless. It is precise, governed by the strange mathematics of quantum mechanics. The particle can only borrow for a moment, a fraction of a second so small it defies imagining. Yet in that moment, it crosses the uncrossable, appearing on the other side, as if it had always been there. You feel a quiet wonder, a sense that the universe is not a place of rigid walls, but of possibilities, of doors left slightly ajar. This secret shapes the world around you. Even as you rest, tunneling, with its borrowed energy, drives the fusion in stars, where particles merge to birth light and heat. It hums in the chemistry of your body, where reactions depend on particles slipping through energy barriers. It even powers the devices you touch, from the circuits in your phone to the scans that see inside you. You feel a gentle connection, a sense that the universe's flexibility is woven into your own existence, your breath a part of its rhythm. Imagine now a library, its shelves stretching into the dark, each book a story of the cosmos. You walk its aisles, your fingers brushing the spines, feeling the weight of countless truths. One book glows faintly, its pages filled with the secrets of barriers. You open it and read of particles, each one a traveler borrowing light to cross the impossible. The words blur, your eyelids heavy, but the story stays with you. Nothing is as solid as it seems, not even the walls that stand in your way. Your thoughts grow softer, like clouds drifting across a moonlit sky. The barrier's secret is a reminder that the universe is not a place of endings, but of passages. You picture the particle again, its wave touching the wall, borrowing just enough to slip through. You wonder what else this borrowing might do, how it might stretch beyond walls to touch the flow of time itself. The question feels like a ripple, spreading through your mind, inviting you to follow it further. As you drift closer to sleep, the library fades, replaced by the lake once more. The stars above shimmer, their light a reminder of the energy that particles borrow, the paths they find through the impossible. You feel the barrier's secret settling in your heart, that even the firmest walls can soften, that time itself might hold passages yet to be explored. The thought lingers, gentle and unhurried, as your mind turns toward the river of moments that waits beyond. Your breath flows gently now, a quiet rhythm that anchors you in the stillness of the night. The quantum world has unfolded before you, revealing particles that slip through walls, borrowing energy from the universe's vast generosity. You have walked through meadows of probability, stood before barriers that soften under the touch of chance. But now, your mind drifts to something deeper, something that stretches beyond the walls of space. Tonight, you journey through time itself, where quantum tunneling weaves moments into the tapestry of the cosmos, shaping stars, sparking life, and humming in the pulse of your own being. Let your body sink deeper into the bed, each muscle softening, each thought drifting like a leaf on a river. Imagine yourself standing by a stream, its waters clear and steady, flowing through a valley older than memory. The river is time, carrying moments from the birth of the universe to the quiet of this night. You dip your hand into the current, feeling its cool, endless motion. In the quantum world, particles do not just tunnel through barriers of energy. They tunnel through time, their fleeting journeys shaping the story of everything. You watch, mesmerized, as a particle, small as a whisper, slips through a moment, changing what comes next. This is the power of quantum tunneling, a phenomenon that feels like a dream but holds the universe together. You picture a particle, perhaps a proton, trembling with energy in the heart of a star. It faces a barrier, a wall of force that should keep it apart from another. But tunneling allows it to borrow just enough energy to cross, to fuse with its partner in a burst of light. This is nuclear fusion, the fire that lights the stars, and it depends on tunneling's quiet magic. Without it, the heavens would be dark, the earth cold, your own breath impossible. You feel a gentle awe, a sense that the stars above are kin to the air in your lungs. Your breath slows, each inhale a soft tide, each exhale a release. The science of tunneling in time is subtle but profound. In the quantum world, time and energy are intertwined, like threads in a woven cloth. When a particle tunnels, it borrows energy for a fraction of a second, a moment so brief it defies counting. But that moment is enough to change the course of time, to spark reactions that ripple across eons. You imagine the particle as a traveler, stepping through a door not just to another place, but to another instant, its journey shaping the future as it goes. To make this clearer, picture a garden at dawn, its flowers heavy with dew. A bee hovers before a blossom, its wings a blur, seeking nectar hidden within. The flower's walls are tight, but the bee finds a way, slipping through a tiny gap to reach its prize. In the quantum world, particles are like that bee, tunneling through barriers of energy and time to spark life. In your own body, tunneling drives the chemistry of your cells, where molecules shift and bond in reactions that keep your heart beating. You rest in this thought, your body warm, your mind calm, feeling the universe's rhythm in your own pulse. Your thoughts drift now, carried by the river of time. Tunneling's role in the cosmos is vast, stretching from the first moments of the universe to the present. In the Big Bang, Particles tunneled through barriers to form the elements hydrogen, helium, the seeds of stars. Over billions of years, those stars burned, their fusion powered by tunneling, creating the carbon and oxygen that make up your body. You are stardust. Your atoms, born in those ancient fires, and tunneling is the quiet hand that shaped them. You smile faintly, your eyelids heavy, marveling at a universe that connects the smallest moments to the grandest stories. Imagine now a clock tower in a quiet town, its hands moving with a steady grace. Each tick marks a moment, each second a step through time. In the quantum world, particles do not wait for the clock. They tunnel through barriers. They're waves of probability, stretching across instants. This is how the sun shines, how your cells breathe, how the universe evolves. Tunneling is not just a trick of particles. It is a bridge between moments, a way for the past to touch the future. You feel a quiet wonder, a sense that time is not a line, but a river, its currents carrying you gently forward. Your mind softens, like clouds at sunset. As you linger by the river, the particle's journey through time feels personal now, as if its tunneling echoes in your own existence. Every breath you take, every thought that drifts through your mind, is tied to those ancient moments when particles crossed the impossible to build the world. You are part of this story, to your life, a thread in the universe's weave. The river flows on, its waters sparkling under a sky of endless stars, and you feel at peace, connected to something vast and timeless. As you rest in this thought, you notice the river's current growing stronger, its waters carrying whispers of the cosmos. You wonder about the particles themselves, the tiny sparks that tunnel through time. What are they made of? What drives their restless energy? The questions feel like ripples, spreading through your mind, inviting you to look closer. You imagine the heart of an atom, a tiny universe pulsing with life, its rhythm calling you deeper into the quantum world. Your body is heavy now, your thoughts drifting toward sleep, but the river remains, its flow a reminder of time's endless dance. The stars above glimmer, their light born of tunneling, their stories woven into your own. You wonder what it means to be part of a universe where particles shape moments, where time itself bends to their quiet will. The thought lingers, soft as a breeze, as your mind turns toward the heartbeat of the atom and the secrets it might hold. Your breath is a soft melody, weaving through the quiet of the night. As you drift deeper into the quantum world, you have followed particles through walls, across moments, their journeys shaping time itself. Now, your mind settles on something smaller, yet just a single atom, pulsing with life. Tonight, you listen to the heartbeat of the atom, where quantum tunneling ignites the spark of nuclear fusion, lighting the stars above and whispering in the rhythm of your own existence. Let your body soften into the bed, each muscle unwinding, each thought slowing like a river finding its course. Imagine yourself shrinking, smaller than a speck of dust, until you hover before an atom, a tiny universe of its own. At its heart, a nucleus glows, a cluster of protons and neutrons bound by forces. You can almost feel this is the atom's core, its heartbeat, steady yet restless. You sense its energy, a quiet hum that echoes through the cosmos, from the stars above to the cells within you. In this tiny world, quantum tunneling works its gentle magic. Picture two particles, protons. Perhaps within the heart of a star, they are drawn to each other. Their dance, a promise of fusion, the process that births light and heat. But a barrier stands between them, a wall of repulsive force, like two magnets pushing apart. In the world you know, they would never meet, yet tunneling allows them to borrow energy, to slip through the barrier as if it were a veil. They fuse, releasing a burst of energy that lights the star, a fire that warms the universe. Your breath slows, each inhale a gentle wave, each exhale a release. The science of nuclear fusion is intricate, but you can feel it as a story. Stars, like the sun, are of fast furnaces. Their cores hotter than imagination. Protons race within. Their paths chaotic. Their energies high but not always enough to overcome the barrier. Tunneling gives them a chance, letting their waves of probability stretch across the divide. When they fuse, they create helium, releasing energy that travels across space, touching your skin as sunlight, warming the earth beneath your feet. To make this clearer, imagine a festival in a quiet village. Its streets lit by lanterns, swaying in the breeze. Two dancers move toward each other, their steps graceful but hesitant. Separated by a crowd, the space between them feels impossible to cross. Yet, as if guided by the music, they find a moment, a fleeting gap, and meet in the center. Their hands touching, their dance sparking light. Tunneling is that moment for particles, a brief connection that changes everything, a spark that sets the stars ablaze. Your mind drifts, calm and unhurried, as you linger in the atom's heart. This heartbeat is not just in the stars, it is in you. Your body is made of atoms, each one a descendant of those ancient fusions. The carbon in your bones, the oxygen in your breath, were forged in stellar cores, where tunneling made the impossible real. You feel a quiet connection, a sense that the universe's pulse beats within you, each atom a reminder of the stars that gave you life. Picture now a night sky, vast and deep, its stars twinkling like notes in a cosmic song. Each one burns because of tunneling. Its light a story of particles that dared to cross barriers. The process is slow, delicate, a balance of chance and necessity. Without tunneling, the stars would not shine, the elements of life would not exist, and the universe would be a cold, empty void. You rest in this thought, your body heavy, your mind soft, marveling at a world where the smallest acts shape the grandest truths. The atom's heartbeat is steady, its rhythm a lullaby that carries you closer to sleep. You imagine the particles within, their dance of fusion, a quiet miracle. Tunneling makes this possible, not by force, but by possibility, by the universe's willingness to let chance guide its course. You feel at peace, connected to the stars, to the atoms, to the endless cycle of creation that began long before you, and will continue long after. Your thoughts grow softer, like clouds drifting across a moonlit sky. The festival returns to your mind, its lanterns glowing, its dancers moving in harmony. You see the particles again, their paths uncertain yet purposeful, their fusions lighting the night. You wonder about the choices they make, the probabilities that guide them. Are their paths truly random? Or is there a deeper pattern, a garden where every possibility blooms? The question feels like a breeze, stirring the air, inviting you to wander further. As you sink deeper into the quiet, the stars above seem closer, their light a reminder of the atom's heartbeat, of the tunneling that binds the cosmos. You feel the rhythm in your own chest, steady and sure, an echo of the universe's song. You wonder what it means to live in a world where chance shapes light, where probabilities weave the fabric of reality. The thought lingers, gentle and unhurried, as your mind turns toward the garden of possibilities that waits beyond. Your breath is a gentle current, flowing softly through the quiet of the night, carrying you deeper into the quantum world. You have listened to the heartbeat of atoms, felt the spark of fusion that lights the stars, and seen particles slip through barriers of space and time. Now, your mind wanders to a place of pure possibility, a realm where chance weaves the fabric of reality. Tonight, you stroll through a garden of probabilities, where quantum tunneling allows particles to follow unlikely paths, and the universe reveals its love for the unexpected. Let your body melt into the bed, each muscle softening, each thought drifting like a petal on the wind. Imagine a garden at twilight, its paths winding through beds of glowing flowers, each bloom a possibility, each stem a choice. The air is warm, scented with the promise of what might be. You walk slowly, your footsteps light, noticing how the paths split and curve, some well-trodden, others faint and overgrown. In this garden, particles move like gardeners, tending to every root, their waves of probability spreading through the quantum soil. This is the world of quantum tunneling, where the unlikely becomes real. Picture a particle, a tiny spark of energy, standing at a crossroads in the garden. Before it lies a hedge, thick and tall, a barrier that seems impossible to cross. In the world you know, the particle would choose the clear path, avoiding the obstacle. But here, in the quantum garden, it is different. The particle's wave stretches, touching every path at once. Some lead around the hedge, but a faint ripple slips through it, as if the barrier were only a suggestion. This is tunneling, a choice to follow the improbable, guided by the universe's dance of chance. Your breath slows, each inhale a quiet tide, each exhale a release. The science of tunneling rests on probability, a concept that feels like a song sung by the stars. Particles do not decide their paths with certainty. Instead, they exist in a state of possibility, their waves exploring every option until one becomes real. When a particle tunnels, it is as if the universe tosses a coin, and sometimes, against all odds, it lands on the rarest outcome. You smile faintly, your mind easing, as you imagine the universe as a gardener, nurturing every possibility, no matter how small. To make this clearer, picture a child in a meadow, holding a handful of seeds. She scatters them into the wind, not knowing where they will land. Most fall close, sprouting in familiar patterns, but a few, carried by a sudden gust, drift far, taking root in unexpected places. In the quantum world, particles are like those seeds, their paths shaped by chance. Tunneling is the gust that carries them through barriers, letting them bloom where they should not. You rest in this image, your body calm, your thoughts soft, feeling the beauty of a world where chance creates wonders. Your mind drifts through the garden, its paths glowing under a sky of fading light. This garden is everywhere in the stars, where tunneling sparks fusion, in your body, where it drives the chemistry of life, in the devices you touch, where it powers circuits. The probabilities that guide tunneling are the universe's way of dreaming, of trying every path to see what might grow. You feel a gentle connection, a sense that your own life, with its choices and chances, is part of this garden. Your steps echoing the particle's quiet journeys. Imagine now a fountain at the garden's heart, its waters sparkling, each droplet a possibility. You sit beside it, listening to the soft splash, watching the ripples spread. The particles that tunnel are like these droplets, each one carrying a chance, each one part of the whole. The fountain's flow is steady, yet unpredictably, just as tunneling balances order and chaos. Without it, the stars would not shine, the elements of life would not form, and the universe would be a still, s'il place. You feel a quiet awe, your eyelids heavy, marveling at a cosmos that thrives on the beauty of the uncertain. Your thoughts grow softer, like moonlight on the garden's blooms. The probabilities of tunneling are not random, they are guided by the laws of quantum mechanics, a poetry written in waves and chances. Every particle, every path, is a verse in this cosmic poem, and you are part of it, your atoms humming with the same possibilities. The garden feels alive, its flowers swaying, each one a reminder that the universe is a place of exploration, where even the smallest choices can lead to light. As you rest by the fountain, you notice a glow beyond the garden's edge, faint but persistent. It is not the light of stars, but something closer, something born of tunneling's quiet work. You wonder about this light, about the ways particles create it, not just in the heavens but in the world around you. The question feels like a ripple in the fountain, spreading through your mind, inviting you to follow it further. Your body is heavy now, your thoughts drifting towards sleep, but the curiosity remains, gentle and unhurried. The garden fades, its paths blending into the dark, but the glow lingers, a promise of something new. You feel the universe's heartbeat, its rhythm of chance and possibility, pulsing in the air. You wonder what it means to live in a world where light is born from the improbable, where tunneling shapes not just stars, but the smallest sparks. The thought lingers, soft as a whisper, as your mind turns toward the light that escapes, and the stories it might tell. Your breath is a soft whisper, weaving through the stillness of the night. As you rest in the quiet embrace of the quantum world, you have wandered through gardens of probability, felt the heartbeat of atoms, and seen particles slip through barriers to spark the stars. Now, your mind turns to something radiant, something that touches your skin and warms your heart. Tonight, you follow the light that escapes, born from the delicate touch of quantum tunneling, glowing in fireflies and burning in the sun. A gift from the universe that feels like home. Let your body sink deeper into the bed, each muscle unwinding, each thought drifting like a firefly in the dusk. Imagine a meadow at twilight, its air alive with tiny lights, each one a firefly pulsing with a gentle glow. You stand among them, your breath slow, watching their soft dance. These creatures, small and fragile, carry a secret within their bodies, a chemical reaction where particles tunnel through barriers to create light. You feel a quiet wonder, a sense that the universe, in its smallest corners, knows how to shine. This is the work of quantum tunneling, a phenomenon that feels like a poem written in light. In a firefly's glow, molecules shift and spark, their electrons leaping from one state to another. The leap requires energy, but a barrier stands in the way, a wall that should dim the glow, yet tunneling allows the electron to slip through, borrowing just enough from the universe to cross. The result is a photon, a tiny packet of light, released into the night. You smile faintly, your mind easing, as you imagine each firefly as a star on Earth. Its light, a whisper of the quantum. Your breath slows, each inhale a gentle tide, each exhale a release. The science of this light is rooted in quantum mechanics, but you can feel it as a story. Electrons, restless and vibrant, exist in clouds around atoms, their energies shifting like notes in a melody. When they tunnel through energy barriers, they fall to a lower state, releasing their extra energy as light. This happens not just in fireflies, but in the sun, where tunneling drives fusion, sending waves of warmth across the cosmos. You rest in this thought, your body calm, marveling at a universe where the smallest acts create the brightest glow. To make this clearer, picture a child with a lantern, walking through a dark forest. The lantern's glow is faint, its fuel nearly spent. Yet, as if by magic, it flares brighter, casting light on the path ahead. In the quantum world, particles are like that lantern. They're tunneling a spark that releases light when it seems impossible. In fireflies, the reaction is called bioluminescence, a dance of molecules made possible by tunneling. In the sun, it is fusion, where protons tunnel to merge, their energy bursting forth as sunlight. You feel a gentle connection, a sense that light, wherever it shines, carries the universe's quiet generosity. Your mind drifts now, carried by the meadow's glow. This light is everywhere, not just in fireflies or stars. In your own body, tunneling helps molecules shift, creating the energy that keeps you alive. In the world around you, it powers the screens that glow, the lasers that cut, the scans that heal. Ach photon, each spark, is a testament to tunneling's role in weaving light into the fabric of existence. You feel at peace, your eyelids heavy, as you realize that the light you see, the warmth you feel, is a gift from particles that dared to cross the impossible. Imagine now a beach at sunrise, the sky painted with hues of gold and pink. The sun climbs slowly, its warmth kissing your skin, its light glinting on the waves. This is the sun's gift, born in its core, where tunneling allows protons to fuse, releasing energy that travels millions of miles to reach you. Without tunneling, the sun would be dark, the earth cold, the meadow's fireflies silent. You linger in this image, your thoughts soft, feeling the universe as a place of endless giving. Its light, a thread that connects you to the stars. The meadow returns to your mind, its fireflies weaving patterns in the dark. You watch one closely, its glow steady, yet fleeting, a reminder of the delicate balance tunneling creates. Each flash is a moment of chance, a particle's journey through a barrier to birth light. You wonder about the world beyond the meadow, the places where tunneling touches your life in ways you cannot see. The question feels like a ripple, spreading through your mind, inviting you to look closer at the world. You know. Your thoughts grow softer, like clouds drifting across a moonlit sky. The light that escapes is more than a phenomenon, it is a story of possibility, of particles that find a way to shine. You feel the universe's rhythm, its quiet generosity. In every glow, every warmth, the fireflies fade, but their light lingers, a promise that tunneling's touch is never far. You wonder how this same process shapes the air you breathe, the tools you use, the life you live. The thought is gentle, unhurried, pulling you toward the world you call home. As you sink deeper into the quiet, the beach's sunrise glows in your mind. Its light, a bridge between the stars and the earth. You feel the universe's heartbeat, its rhythm of light and chance, pulsing in the air. You wonder what it means to live in a world where tunneling weaves the everyday, where the smallest sparks create the life around you. The thought lingers, soft as a whisper, as your mind turns toward the world, and the ways tunneling shapes it. Your breath is a gentle wave, rising and falling in the quiet of the night. As you rest in the embrace of the quantum world, you have followed particles through walls of energy, across moments of time, and into the heart of stars, where their tunneling sparks light and life, the glow of fireflies, the warmth of the sun, all trace back to this delicate dance. Now, your mind turns inward, to the world you know, the air you breathe, the tools you hold. Tonight, you explore how quantum tunneling weaves through your life, its quiet presence, a thread in the fabric of your everyday existence. Let your body sink deeper into the bed, each muscle softening, each thought drifting like a leaf on a stream. Imagine yourself in the quiet room, the kind you know well, its walls familiar, its air warm. You hold a phone in your hand, its screen glowing softly. Or perhaps you picture a light bulb above, casting a gentle shine. These objects, so ordinary, hum with the magic of tunneling. Within their circuits, particles slip through barriers, carrying signals that make the modern world possible. You feel a quiet wonder, a sense that the quantum is not distant, but here, in the palm of your hand. This is the practical side of quantum tunneling, a phenomenon that shapes the technology you touch. Picture a tiny chip, smaller than a coin, inside your phone or computer. Its circuits are made of transistors, gates that control the flow of electrons. These electrons tunnel through thin barriers, slipping past walls of insulating material to create the ones and zeros of digital life. Without tunneling, the devices you rely on would be impossibly large, their signals too slow. You smile faintly, your mind easing, as you realize the quantum world is as close as your fingertips, powering the glow of your screen. Your breath slows, each inhale a soft tide, each exhale a release. The science of tunneling in technology is intricate, but you can feel it as a story. In a transistor, electrons face barriers they should not cross. Yet tunneling allows them to slip through, like whispers passing through a curtain. This process, called tunnel diode or field effect tunneling, makes modern electronics fast and small. It is in your laptop, your car, the medical scans that peer inside your body. You rest in this thought, your body calm, marveling at a world where the smallest acts of particles enable the tools that shape your days. To make this clearer, imagine a busy market, its stalls filled with goods, its paths crowded with people. Messengers dart through the crowd, carrying notes from one vendor to another. Some paths are blocked, too narrow to pass, but the messengers find hidden gaps, slipping through to deliver their words. In technology, electrons are those messengers, tunneling through barriers to carry signals. In a scanning, tunneling microscope, they tunnel to map the surface of atoms, revealing a world too small to see. You feel a gentle connection, a sense that the quantum touches every corner of your life, from the air you breathe to the images you share. Your mind drifts now, carried by the rhythm of your breath. Tunneling is not just in machines, it is in the chemistry of life. In your body, enzymes, speed reactions that keep you alive. And tunneling helps protons slip through energy barriers to make those reactions fast. When you breathe, eat, or move, tunneling is there, a quiet partner in the dance of your cells. Even in the air, tunneling shapes the reactions that form the molecules you inhale, the oxygen that fuels your heart. You feel at peace, your eyelids heavy, as you realize your body is a canvas of quantum artistry, painted by the smallest brushes. Imagine now a forest at dawn, its trees swaying, its air fresh with the scent of life. You walk its paths, noticing how each leaf, each breath, is tied to tunneling's work. The plants around you rely on chemical reactions, where tunneling helps electrons and protons cross barriers to capture sunlight. This is photosynthesis, the process that feeds the world, and tunneling is its silent ally. You linger in this image, your thoughts soft, feeling the universe as a place of endless connection, its quantum roots reaching into every moment of your life. The room returns to your mind, its familiar objects glowing with new meaning. The light bulb, the phone, the air you breathe all carry the trace of tunneling, a reminder that the quantum world is not separate, but woven into your own. This connection feels personal, as if the universe has left its signature on the things you touch, the life you live. You rest in this thought, your body heavy, your mind calm, marveling at a cosmos that feels so close, so generous. As you drift closer to sleep, you notice the room's light flicker, a soft pulse that echoes the quantum's rhythm. You wonder about the barriers in your own life, the walls that seem unyielding. If particles can slip through, borrowing possibility from the universe, what might it mean for you? The question feels like a breeze, stirring the air, inviting you to dream. Your thoughts grow softer, like moonlight on the forest's leaves, pulling you toward a place where boundaries soften, where the impossible becomes a whisper of hope. The forest fades, but the light remains, a gentle glow that carries you forward. You feel the universe's presence, its tunneling, weaving through your world, your body, your dreams. You wonder what it means to live beyond walls, to see barriers as invitations, to dream as freely as a particle in flight. The thought lingers, soft as a sigh, as your mind turns toward a dream where boundaries fade, and the cosmos opens wide. Your breath is a soft lullaby, weaving through the quiet of the night. As you hover on the edge of sleep, the quantum world has carried you far through walls that soften, across moments that shape stars, and into the heart of your own existence, where tunneling hums in every atom, every breath. You have seen particles dance through barriers, light fireflies, and power the tools you touch. Now, as the night deepens, you stand before one final wall, not of energy or time, but of understanding. Tonight, you journey beyond the wall, into a dream, where quantum tunneling whispers a truth. Boundaries are not endings, but invitations to something greater. Let your body melt into the bed, each muscle unwinding, each thought drifting like a star in a quiet sky. Imagine yourself in a vast desert, its sands stretching endlessly under a canopy of stars. Before you stands a wall, ancient and smooth, its surface cool to the touch. It feels solid, unyielding, a boundary that marks the edge of what you know. Yet, as you rest your hand against it, you sense a pulse, a fin tremor, as if the wall is not a barrier but a veil. You are a particle now, small and restless, your wave of possibility stretching toward the other side. This is the essence of quantum tunneling, a phenomenon that has guided you through this journey. It is not just a trick of particles, but a lesson in possibility. In the quantum world, walls are not absolute. Particles slip through, borrowing energy, riding waves of chance, appearing where they should not. You have seen this in the fusion of stars, the glow of fireflies, the circuits of your phone, but now you feel it deeper. In your own heart, the barriers you face, doubt, fear, the limits of what seems possible, are not as solid as they appear. You smile faintly, your mind easing, as you realize the universe invites you to dream beyond them. Your breath slows. Each inhale a gentle tide, each exhale a release. The science of tunneling is a story of freedom, rooted in the strange beauty of quantum mechanics. Particles do not break walls. They find paths through them, their waves exploring every possibility until one becomes real. This is not defiance, but a trust in the universe's flexibility, its willingness to let the improbable happen. You rest in this thought, your body calm, feeling the desert's quiet vastness, the stars above whispering of a cosmos that thrives on openness. To make this clearer, picture a child by a stream, watching leaves float on its surface. A rock blocks the water's flow, but some leaves find a way, slipping through tiny gaps to continue their journey. In the quantum world, particles are those leaves. They're tunneling a quiet act of passage, but the lesson is larger. Life, like the stream, is full of barriers, yet possibilities exist waiting to be found. You imagine your own life, its challenges like walls, and feel a gentle hope, a sense that there are paths you cannot yet see, invitations to move forward. Your mind drifts now, carried by the desert's stillness. Tunneling's lesson is everywhere, not just in the stars or your body, but in the way you think, the way you dream. It reminds you that limits are not final, that the universe is a place of endless exploration. You feel this in the technology that connects you to others, in the chemistry that keeps you alive, in the light that warms your days. Each is a gift of tunneling, a reminder that the smallest acts can open the widest doors. You feel a quiet connection, your eyelids heavy, as you sense your place in a cosmos that bends toward possibility. Imagine now a door in the wall, not carved or built, but shimmering, as if woven from starlight. You step closer, your wave of being stretching, touching the other side. You do not push or fight. You simply let yourself be, trusting the universe to guide you. This is what tunneling teaches, that boundaries are not endings, but beginnings, places where the impossible softens into a dream. You feel a gentle awe, your thoughts soft, marveling at a world where even the firmest walls hold hidden passages. The desert fades, replaced by a sea of stars, each one a story of tunneling, each one a light born from chance. You float among them, weightless, at your breath, a rhythm that matches the universe's pulse. The walls you once feared seem distant now, their edges blurred, their presence less certain. You wonder what it means to live as a particle, to see every barrier as an invitation, to dream without limits. The question feels like a star, glowing in your mind, pulling you towards sleep. Your thoughts grow softer, like clouds drifting across a moonless sky. The journey through the quantum world has shown you a universe of wonder, where particles slip through walls to create light, life, and possibility. You carry this wonder now, a quiet spark in your heart, a reminder that you, too, are part of this dance. The stars surround you, their light a lullaby, and you feel ready to dream, to let your mind wander beyond the walls of reality. As you sink deeper into the quiet, the shimmering door returns, its light soft but steady. You feel the particle within you, its wave crossing the final barrier, free in the vastness. You wonder what lies beyond, what dreams await in a world where boundaries are invitations, where the universe whispers of hope. The thought lingers, gentle and unhurried, as your mind drifts into a dream, ready to explore the cosmos without walls.